Lectrofan, which is a white noise machine. White noise machines help to mask unwanted noises, and they really are fantastic if you live, for example, in a flat where you have neighbours that you need to drown out. A white noise machine could really help. I actually have discovered a whole other world of noise in terms of white noise, pink noise, brown noise, green noise, purple noise, and it's all to do with the frequencies that are present within the particular type of noise that you're listening to. So for example, the white noise, which is the traditional way to mask unwanted noise and for sleep for babies and things like that, the white noise, it uses all of the sound frequencies. High, medium, low frequencies are all present within white noise, whereas what is now becoming far more popular, for example, pink noise and brown noise. Pink noise uses more of the lower frequencies and some of the medium, so it doesn't have the high frequencies like the white noise. And then you've got your brown noise, which only uses the lower frequencies. So a lot of people actually prefer the brown noise for sleep especially. But actually I've been experimenting with all of the different colours of noise. For me, I think that fan noise is one of the best. I find the sound of a fan, whether that's a box fan or a traditional wind fan that you might have on your desk at work, but I just love the sound. I find it's very soothing. So I do rely a lot on Bluetooth for my noise generation, masking, when I'm trying to do other music projects especially, and I've got a lot of external noise coming into my flat that I don't want or need, and very disruptive noise sometimes, then sometimes the solution is not to play music, which you can use to mask unwanted noise as well, but it's not always convenient or appropriate. For example, if I'm working on one of my music projects on my other channel, then it's not convenient to to mask unwanted noise coming from elsewhere with more music, especially if I'm listening to something on headphones, to make sure, you know, I need to hear the notes clearly as possible. So I've come across this white noise situation. But again, if you've got various things on the go, it's not always convenient to rely on a Bluetooth speaker, for example. If you've got a lot of different Bluetooth devices, it can get a wee bit confusing, especially if you've got some older Bluetooth devices hooked up to newer sort of apps, whatever, that the older devices were never really designed for the up-to-date apps, so they maybe don't work as well as they should, and for various other reasons you might not have access to Bluetooth devices or whatever, you might just not want to rely on them. So I've just decided to go ahead and get myself one of these, which is not Bluetooth. I will still continue to use my Bluetooth, but I wanted to have another option, especially as well because I work from home a lot in my 9-to-5 day job, as most of regular sort of 9-to-5 workers do post-pandemic. So the environment that I'm in is not always conducive, you know, to a relaxing, noise-free atmosphere. When working from home as well, I'm on the phones, I'm talking to people, I'm on, you know, Teams meetings, I'm talking to folk a large part of the day, and I don't need other disruption coming in from external sources. And you know, if I'm working from home, I've already got my work systems up and running, and I don't really always want to be worrying about another Bluetooth speaker in another room pumping out white noise. So that's a long way of introducing my little gadget for white noise here, which is called Lectrofan. I did look into their more up-to-date version, which is Lectrofan Evo, but actually this, which is their classic make and model, normally I would go for the most modern, up-to-date version of something, whether it's an electrical item or technology. But on this occasion, I did a little bit of research, and actually I like this one better. I don't have the Evo version to compare, but if you're interested, you can of course look yourself online. But just from my point of view, this came across as being slightly better because, one thing, it's a bit louder than their Evo version. So inside have a little thank you note. Thank you, merci, danke, grazie. Oh, I think I said that in the Spanish way. Grazie. Sound of Sleep. Thank you for your purchase. Register your product and get 6 free months extended warranty. Valid in the USA only. Not much good to me in Scotia. Okay, connect with the support if you need it. And I should say, I'm not sponsored at all. This is just a private personal purchase. Here we have Sound of Sleep, Lectrofan Owner's Manual. And if you can hear wind, that's actually not fake from a Bluetooth device. That's actually real wind. It's exceptionally windy today. So this is a nice little booklet actually. You've just got a little place for you to put down your serial number in case you need to contact this support. You've got your model number. Thank you and congratulations on your purchase of Lectrofan from Adaptive Sound Technologies. You now own the most versatile fan, sound synthesizer and white noise generator on the market today. Wow. With 20 unique sounds, precise volume control and a built-in timer, Lectrofan is in a class by itself. If you have any suggestions or ideas on how we can make our products better, please let us know. And then it's signed by the President and CEO. I like that. That's a nice touch. Makes you feel good for buying the product. And then we have full-on instructions. Getting started. So I'm just going to put this to one side until I've got everything else out of the box. Next we have a little cable tied with the usual wire. That was easy. And now, this is no use to me because I'm in Scotland, UK. I don't know if that's US. It's not Europe, because Europe tends to have pins. These are like thin connections. This is UK. 1, 2, 3. So it's nice that they've given you a little adapter. It's a little bit tricky to get out of the box. European. 2 pins. So we've got all of the different types of plug interface. UK, Europe, must be America, I assume. I've never been, so I don't know. So that's nice. They've covered all bases there. I like that. And we have got a little unit itself. It's very crinkly. That was one advantage, I suppose, about the more up-to-date Evo version. I think that was designed lighter than this, but to me it's not too heavy. So that is everything in the box. So I'm just going to have a quick refer back to these instructions. So connect the power, and you see on the unit you've got power on off, 60-minute timer button, volume control, fan sounds on that side, white noise on this side. Which I like the simplicity of the design, especially for a classic model of something. I think manufacturers tend to look at simplification when they're doing their more advanced models. So I like this. So then it's very straightforward. I mean, I barely need this. However, it does tell you about the different fan sounds and different noises. It just explains, step through the 10 fan sounds and step through the 10 white noises. So you've got on the fan sounds, large fan, industrial fan, mellow fan, low, mellow fan, high, exhaust fan, attic fan, circular fan, vent fan, box fan, oscillating fan. And on the noises, you've got the lowest pitch to the highest. So it starts, I'll go low, high, brown, chestnut, cinnamon, tan, amber, cream, pink, coral, champagne, pure white. Highest pitch, white noise, lowest pitch, white noise. So it's really all white noise, it's just different shades of white, I guess, is one way of looking at it. So that's really it, apart from an explanation about the timer. Turning on your Lectrofan results in continuous play until the timer is turned on. The timer sets the unit to play for a minimum of 1 hour and then gradually shuts off. The Lectrofan will create a short dip in the sound when you press the timer, so you'll know for sure you have pressed it. And then it says the timer can be set to 60 minutes by pressing the timer button once. That's the timer button there. And then press the timer button additional times to add 60 minutes to the time you would like Lectrofan to play. So I did read about this, and because at first I thought a 60-minute timer, that's not very long, especially if you're putting it on at night to help you sleep and mask the unwanted noises from elsewhere. But you can actually press, apparently, I don't think it says here, but you can actually press this 8 times, so effectively you can keep it on if you are going to sleep, for example, during the night or during the day for 8 hours, but you need to press it the amount of times. So for how many hours you want, you need to press it. If I want 2 hours, press it twice, or 8 hours I think is the maximum, 8 times. And that's really it. It's a it's a very simple, I like it, design. Straightforward, no nonsense, easy to understand, easy to operate. Now let's explore the sounds that it makes. And I'll go through little tables for fan sounds and the white noise. So if you want fan sounds, First of all, you need to turn it on, and it's preset. I'm assuming it's actually quite loud. I'll show you how loud it can go. Such a little unit. Quite impressed. So I'm assuming that that's number one, the large fan. That little noise is the loop. It's gone back to the start. I read that somewhere. So that's fan noises. And then for the white noise, you press this button. That's a loop back to the start. So that one starts actually with the brown noise, and then it works up. I was feeling a little bit when I was going through the white noises there, like it was a bit like a balloon, that moment of apprehension where you're seeing the balloon filling more and more with air, and you're thinking, oh no, that's going to pop any moment now. I'll just go through those again because that was quite cool. And for those of you who prefer the fan sounds, it starts with the large fan and goes all the way through the list that I read out earlier on to oscillating fan. industrial, mellow low, mellow high, exhaust, attic fan, circular fan, vent fan, box fan, oscillating fan, and this goes pretty high as well. So yeah, you can see there that actually this is a pretty neat little machine, and switch it off. It's quite impressive for such a dinky little toy. I'm looking forward to using this, seeing how it compares to my Bluetooth setup with my electronic white noise. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend this to anybody who's looking for a sort of a quick solution to unwanted neighbour noise or external environmental noise, or even just looking for a sleep aid. If you've got heavy traffic outside your house, I mean, I know myself that when I put on my electronic white noise, it's amazing how much external, city noise well, I'm not really in a city at the moment, but just people noise, shall we say, voices and cars and doors being slammed and, things like that. It's amazing how much of that unwanted noise that it actually cuts out, and that's just my electronic white noise. I guess I'll need to use it and see how it goes in a room, but the good thing about this is maybe not so much with the Bluetooth speaker. It would depend on your speaker, I suppose, but it's very portable. There's no problem taking this from one room into another room if you work from home and you have to sort of carry it about. Price wise, I mean, it wasn't cheap. This cost me £60. I thought it would be a good investment because I'm definitely going to use this a lot. Like I was saying earlier, it gives me the choice to not rely on my electronic white noise, and I can just plug this in instead. I'm really pleased. I think it's a great wee purchase. Yeah, for the kind of size of flat that I live in, I think probably even for a bigger house or flat, this would be good. So yeah, I guess the real test will be when I need to fill my flat with white noise to get rid of all the stuff I don't want coming in, which happens quite a lot. I think the Evo, which was the more up-to-date version, not necessarily better up to date. I think that was about £20 more expensive, so that was the other benefit of getting the classic, which is this. I think I saved about £20. I think the Evo currently is about £70 in the UK. No, sorry, 80. Yeah, I think it was going for 80 because I paid 60 for this, so it's not cheap. But I'm probably going to have this for years. I mean, it's actually quite good quality little unit. And I'll have it for years. So I think it's a good investment. I've always got a backup if my electronic Bluetooth lets me down. I can plug this in. No battery option. So if the lights go out, then, you know, but if the Bluetooth's down, then, well, that doesn't really happen, but you know what I mean. It's really good to have that option. Definitely recommend. So there is my little unboxing test and bit of a review of the classic Lectrofan from Sound of Sleep and Adaptive Sound Technologies. Thanks for watching.